From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
We're gonna walk around here, we're gonna go up the stairs, and you gotta move fast.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Andrea Rosales has questions regarding the company her boyfriend keeps. With most of their nights spent apart, Andrea's intuition is on high alert and hopes Cheaters can find the answers she needs. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
Tommy and I have been together for a year and a half. First time we ever met each other, I was walking out of a lounge to go kind of hang out outside for a minute, and I thought there was a chair underneath the cushion, and there wasn't. And I busted my butt pretty hardcore. And he didn't laugh at me. He just got up, helped me out, bought me a drink, and we just kind of connected ever since. He goes out of town from time to time with work, and normally he would call me, from the airport, hey, made it, all the respectful type things, and that kind of doesn't happen anymore. He's been breaking promises the past few months, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that, and then I get all ready, and then, well, I can't, or I'll pick you up in an hour, or, well, why don't we meet here? And I'm like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. This is not a game to me. You don't want me to get gangster. You don't want me to go off. You don't want that old me to come back out when I have worked very hard for many years to disregard all the BS from other people who have cheated on me. And I just want to know for myself, because I don't think that it's fair for me to work and grow myself as much as I do, and especially building a relationship with him and building and growing that relationship, for him to just be so disrespectful to me.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Tommy, age 37. A salesman suspected of selling out his soulmate. Investigation Day 2. After assembling all necessary intel on the suspect, Cheaters agents surround his home to begin surveillance. Perimeter units spot the suspect, known only as Tommy, driving out of his residence. From there, he is tailed to an apartment complex. A lean, unknown female waiting by the street gets into his vehicle. The suspect and his unknown date travel to a restaurant in the Arts District. The two get out and enter a cafe. Inside, they get comfortable, seated at a cozy table for two. Approximately an hour later, having sated their appetites, the odd couple make their way back to the suspect's car. They return to the companion's apartment complex, where she gives Tommy a lingering hug before walking away to her apartment. The suspect re-enters his car and drives home for the rest of the night. Investigation Day 3. Agents remain on stakeout outside Tommy's home. As before, the suspect enters his car and whips out of his residence. Mobile units track him to the apartment complex seen in previous surveillance. The woman Tommy met earlier, whose identity remains withheld, walks out to his car. She greets him with a hug and a kiss. The lovebirds then travel to a bar on the east side. The two grab a table on the patio, where Cheaters operatives can surreptitiously observe them. They smoke, drink, and carouse for a while. Finally, the suspect and his party girl finish their drinks and head back to the car. The pair drive through the downtown area back to the companion's apartment. Once arriving, the twosome walk hand in hand toward her apartment and disappear inside. A long time later, Tommy returns alone to his vehicle before driving home for the remainder of the evening. Investigation Day 6. After 2 days and no direct movement in the case, detectives find themselves in luck. The suspect exits his apartment garage. Tommy is tailed to the now familiar apartment complex where his eager female companion greets him. The woman freely gives her man hugs and kisses in an extremely obvious fashion. As usual, the suspect holds the door open for his paramour before they travel to an artsy area. They finally land at a hookah bar and enter. A quick kiss on the patio signals good times for the suspect. A hookah pipe is brought out to the table. They puff and drink and have a good time. Yet it is Andrea who's caught in Tommy's smokescreen, as shown in this recorded phone call.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm on my way home. What are you doing?
I'm actually on my way to my mom's. My grandmother fell down the stairs, so we've got to go. We got to get out of the hospital.
Oh my God.
I know.
Is it?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm sure I'll be there for a while. I don't know if we can meet up later or something, but yeah, it's one of those type of things.
Well, do you want me to come by? Do you need anything?
I think, kind of less is more in this situation.
Just let me know what's going on a little bit later.
Yeah, I'll call you a little bit later.
With all the evidence pointing to an affair, agents pull up stakes and return to headquarters to begin analyzing the data for Andrea's review. Coming up, the confrontation.
With the suspect's dating life now public record, Andrea is recalled to view the findings. Keeping her wits about her, Andrea stays calm as the truth sets in.
How are you doing tonight, Andrea?
Making it.
Making it?
Making it.
Well, we conducted our investigation and came up with some very, very interesting findings. Are you ready to see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. On this day of investigation, we are outside of Tommy's house. He exits in his vehicle. Our detectives follow him for some time. That's when he arrives at this unknown apartment complex. And this female walks out with a backpack on, blonde-haired.
My neighborhood. My freaking neighborhood.
Our detectives follow them and they arrive at a restaurant. We see Tommy get out of his car.
Oh my God.
And holding hands.
She looks like she's freaking pregnant.
Our detectives then get the shot of them inside the restaurant sitting together. Looks like they're chatting back and forth. A few moments later, they exit together. They get into Tommy's vehicle. We then arrive back at that unknown apartment complex. She gets out of the car with him, gives her a kiss, walks her to the door, and Tommy returns home for the evening. On this day of investigation, we are outside of Tommy's house. He exits in his vehicle, drives for some time. He arrives at that same unknown female's residence.
She's so disgusting.
She comes up and gives him a kiss, opens the door for her. And our detectives follow them for some time, and they then arrive at a hookah lounge.
That's my hookah lounge.
Detectives get a shot of them outside sitting together. They then share some hookah. And an hour later, they exit the hookah bar, get back into Tommy's vehicle, and arrive at her residence. That's when Tommy walks her out of his vehicle.
I'm done.
And he stays at her house that night.
So done. I'm completely done with his sorry ass.
We'll call the detective inside the van and find out what's going on.
Okay,
All right,
I'm ready.
let's go.
Oh.
Hey, Detective Gomez, I'm with our client right now.
Left his apartment. Went to pick up the same blonde-headed woman he's been seeing, and it just arrived at the OT Tavern.
All right, well, we will be there shortly.
I'll send directions to your GPS, so stand by.
All right, copy that, thanks.
We're gonna walk around here, we're gonna go up the stairs, and you gotta move fast, okay? Ready? Let's go.
Where are they, where are they?
Where are they?
Come on.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
I'm with him for the money.
Don't ever call me. Oh, no. Don't ever text me. Pleasure.
Because I gave you a year and a half, Tommy.
You didn't give me
a year and a half.
You didn't give me.
Baby, let's go. Yeah, carry on. Oh, yeah.
Tommy, come talk to me over here, bro. Come talk to me over here.
Get the out of here. Hey, adults are talking. Get out of here.
What? Adults have big penises. Yours is like that.
I just want your side of the story, man. Tommy, I just need your... I'm Clark with Cheaters. I need your side of the story, man. Clark Gable, man.
Wait, Clark Gable?
Yes.
Clark...
Yes, exactly. Just come talk to me for a second, man.
Is that your real name or a fake name?
No, it's my real name, bro.
Real simple.
What happened? What happened?
She ain't ever around.
But she works for you, man.
No, she works for herself. Only thing for herself.
You seem like a stand-up guy, though. You just...
What? I don't know. Stay back.
Handle your bitch, Tommy. Handle your bitch. Handle your trash. It's time to take the trash out now.
Yeah, why aren't you leaving?
It's time to
Out of here.
trash out. I am done with that. There's a reason for that. Excuse me. Move out of the way. Baby, come on.
Mark, you want to go outside and talk?
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Tommy.
Let's go. Y'all leave my ass.
Come on. So, Tommy.
Wait, hold on. Hey.
Give me your story. I just need you guys for 2 minutes.
All right,
2
you
minutes.
know what? Here's
Long
the
story
deal.
short, what happened?
No, here's the deal.
All right.
Here's the deal. I gave my heart and told her to go. I never saw her.
I knew you had a girlfriend either.
Just let him talk.
It's
I
not that
apologize.
easy.
Give me 1 second.
You know it is
You
not that
know,
easy.
why would you take me out? You told me you broke up with her. She was a crazy bitch.
We've been out for... You saw what happened every time
I saw what happened, and that's
No.
They should not have brought cheaters and come and stuff like that. But you should, oh my God, you should at least tell me.
We just talk about this.
Tommy, how come you didn't say anything to Andrea about it?
Because she's already other guys anyways due to her lowrider bullshit. God knows what she's doing. I haven't seen her, haven't touched her in over 2 months.
Okay.
Like, to be rude like that to that trash bitch, like, that's what kills me. You know, like, don't.
And you know what? Every guy here understands that too. You ain't get your girlfriend ain't for 2 months. Guess what you gonna do? You gonna go something else. Am I right? Yes. Go. Let's get out of here.
I'm tired of screaming. I don't want to waste my breath on this ass anymore. And you can get the camera out of my face.
Out of her face, mother. Get out of here.
And he wants to act like the big tough ass to show his ass, like his 15 minutes of fame. That's how ridiculous this is to him. He doesn't give about me.
Following the confrontation, Andrea admits that her anger got the best of her. Later, we'll inform you on her plans for the weeks to come. But first, Jesse Santiago, the disgraced husband from the Lily Santiago case, comes in to set things straight concerning the night he was caught red-handed on the dance floor by cheaters.
The radio station that I'm on, we had a little gig there at that restaurant, and at that moment in time that the camera crew came in, me and Mary, we were just having some fun, dancing, and it got intense. It got intense really quick.
What's this, Jesse? Wait. It is Jesse. Who are you? Who are you? No, bitch, that's my man. That's my man. That's my man, ho. You didn't do that. He's got my man. Do this.
Calm down, bro.
I can't believe you're doing that. This guy, man, he's
The situation with Lily now is actually better than what it was. We got divorced. It really wasn't too much of a ugly divorce like other people get. It was, after everything had happened, it was more of a mutual type separation. So it's like I said, it's actually better now than it was then. So kind of thankful this little intervention happened.
That's why you're running, right? Get out, ho! Get out, ho! Get out, bitch! Mother... I'll see you in court, bitch! I'll see you in court! Come on, bitch!
Watch out.
Come on!
Watch out.
I can't believe you do this. I can't believe you do this.
How you gonna hit her?
You know what, ho? That's your kids, man!
How you
That whole situation, it opened up my eyes, and it gave me perspective to where I'm at and where I'm going, and what not to do. I'm single now, and moving forward, anybody I talk to, I let them know from the get-go. This is who I am. This is what I do, and either like me for who I am, or don't try to change me, because you have to like me for who I am.
In the aftermath of the confrontation, Andrea Rosales finds it hard to believe that her boyfriend of over a year would choose to completely disregard their relationship. She claims that she can't understand what she's done wrong to deserve this kind of treatment. With the help of Cheater's producers, Andrea has agreed to counseling, but fears that her choices in men won't change. When finally contacted by Cheater's producers, Tommy would only say that Andrea was so high maintenance that he just couldn't deal with her, and that he wants nothing more to do with her. As for the suspect's companion, she wants Andrea to know that Tommy is happy and having the time of his life.
A crime. It happens every day. Ugly people running around. Pretty soon they'll have to pay. They think nobody's watching, but you better think again. Another heart is broken.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.